This past week has had an absolute ridiculous amount of reveals and announcements, trailers in the video game world, and in this video, we're going to take a look at the top 10 biggest reveals from all of it. Let's go ahead and get started with the hardware that stole the spotlight. The ROG Xbox Ally and its enhanced sibling, the Ally X, are a bold shift by Microsoft in partnership with Asus to enter the handheld PC arena. Something that's probably overdue considering PlayStation has had the Portal out for, I don't know, it's probably been almost 2 years now. And these aren't just cloud-only devices, they're fully fledged Windows 11 PCs trimmed down to fit in your hands. The base Ally sports an AMD Ryzen Z2A chip, 16GB of RAM, and a 512GB SSD, while the Ally X cranks things up to a Ryzen AI Z2 Extreme processor, 24GB of RAM, and a 1TB SSD. They both feature a 7-inch 1080p IPS screen, which is slightly smaller than the PlayStation Portal, but it will refresh at 120Hz. It has impulse triggers, ergonomic grips, USB-C Thunderbolt support for the Ally X, Wi-Fi capabilities, Bluetooth 5.4, 60 watt hours in terms of battery for the base model, and then 80 watt hours for the X, so it's pretty heavy duty stuff. What makes it most powerful is the seamless experience. It's a custom Xbox hub on Windows with full integration with Game Pass, Xbox Cloud, Remote Play, plus you have all the native launchers like Steam, Battle.net, Epic, etc. And it's all right there, in your hands, in your pocket. Both of these models are set to release in the holidays of 2025, so that gives us at least somewhat of a window to work with here. There's no exact price, however, but some of the whispered ranges are between $700 and $900, and that may seem like a lot, but remember that this is different from the PlayStation Portal. The Ally is literally its own entire console, where you don't need to have your main console turned on to play from, if that makes sense. But we'll see on those confirmed prices, and I'll try not to speculate too much. Next, we have Call of Duty Black Ops 7. For the first time ever, Treyarch and Raven are delivering Black Ops in back-to-back years, which didn't go so well for Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 just a couple of years ago, but we'll try our best to just think happy thoughts. Black Ops 7 picks up around the year of 2035, which is a full 40 years after the previous events in Black Ops 6, and is taking place pretty much right after Black Ops 2. The cinematic trailer drops surreal sci-fi warfare and a whole upside down looking setup. I'm not even sure what to think about this, but it also brings back the iconic David Mason as he goes toe to toe with Menendez, who is somehow still alive. I guess we'll have to wait and see how all of that shakes up. But they did not lock in a date beyond the broader 2025 window. We know the full reveal and more details are dropping later this summer, and Call of Duty is typically released between early October and late November, at least historically, so I'm sure not much will change there. Then we got the surprise highlight of Persona 4 Revival. The cult classic JRPG is coming back in modern glory, and people are absolutely ecstatic about this. And the teaser showcased some very familiar visuals, crisp 4K character models, and regained voiceover performances, which is just all showing that we have a respectful but fresh reimagining of the game. And there's no concrete release window yet, but late 2025 or early 2026 seems probable if they follow similar development timelines. Switching from JRPGs to Metroidvania Magic, we have Hollow Knight Silksong. It's finally arriving, it's finally here. Team Cherry dropped the trailer during the Xbox Showcase, which is confirming its release by the holidays of 2025. And it's not chained down to just a handheld launch, it's actually standing on its own as its own game. We know it features Hornet headlining a sprawling new kingdom, over 150 new enemies, acrobatic combat, new powers. It's also day one on Game Pass across Xbox, PC, and then Switch and PlayStation as well. After years of anticipation, I know there is a lot of people out there that have this number one on their list from this past week, and I can't really blame them. Beast of Reincarnation is the next curveball. Game Freak is shifting gears from Pokemon to reveal a single-player, one-person, one-dog action RPG set in post-apocalyptic Japan, which is always a fun setting to be in. You guys probably knew this formerly as Project Bloom, but this title teams Game Freak with new publisher Fictions. The trailer rolled out in the Xbox showcase, of course, and was shown in the Ally reveal as well, and it played up dramatic landscapes, shadowy beasts, etc. And it definitely had some occasional frame rate dips in the footage, some frame drops, but we won't judge it too early. It is just an early trailer. The announcement suggests a 2026 release, and it's also coming to Game Pass. Then came The Outer Worlds 2. It is a full sequel to the sci-fi RPG, with the devs reaffirming their signature combo of meaningful choices, offbeat humor, and political intrigue. And they didn't just tease the game, it's locked in for October 29th, 2025 across Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PC for $79.99. I love it when games actually give a concrete release date right away. It always makes things so much easier. And then, not to be overshadowed, but Grounded 2 snuck in quietly but memorably. Obsidian confirmed an Xbox game preview and Steam Early Access launch date of July 29th, 2025, which is crazy that that's literally next month. The team didn't drop too many other details. We know there's new crafts, new skies, wild insect upgrades, etc., whatever, but fans are already buzzed with excitement and speculation. This sequel is definitely going to deliver some of that same survival sandbox fun from the first Grounded with even more polish. Now, switching gears just a little bit, we have the Witcher 4 and Unreal Engine 5.6 tech demo. I kind of grouped these two together, of course. On one hand, I'm definitely excited for Witcher 4. It looks really great. We got to see Ciri in real-time action, running monster contracts in absolutely stunning environments with ray tracing lighting, silky animations, and smooth 60 FPS on base PS5 hardware. So it was cool to see The Witcher 4, but the advancements in Unreal Engine 5.6 definitely just stole the show. It's absolutely ridiculous. We have meta-human AI capabilities, increased rendering distances, more dynamic NPCs, and I could keep going on, but you guys can actually just watch the video I made separately about the Unreal Engine side of things about a week ago if you guys want to see that more in detail, but I had to include that on this list. Then we had Resident Evil Requiem and an absolute chilling trailer along with it. We head back to post-nuclear Raccoon City in 2027, so not too far away from where we are present day. We're following FBI agent Grace Ashcroft investigating a haunted hotel and gruesome outbreak, of course, in typical Resident Evil fashion. The trailer leans into psychological horror, returning icons like Lisa Trevor, and drops major hints that familiar faces like Jill, Claire, Leon, and Chris may be popping up, though that is not confirmed as of right now. And then most critically, we have a set release date for February 27th, 2026 on PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC. So we still have a ways to go, but it's definitely worth it for a game to this magnitude. And yes, we did also see the first trailer of 007 First Light, which is, of course, the James Bond game coming from the same developers of the Hitman games. The trailer looks great. Seems like it will be based more upon the books rather than the movies, which I think is a cool angle. So definitely looking forward to this. We still have a ways to go regarding concrete details, but this is one of the games I'm most excited for to come out in 2026, so I'll be sure to keep you guys updated on that. What games are you most excited for, and what announcements should have made it into this top 10 list? Let me know down in the comments. I'd love to have a conversation with you guys, and besides for that, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.